Okay, today let's check out lesson 3-10. Looks like that. I want to make sure, there we go. Oh, like that. No, like that. Got it. 310. It is a division. I spoke to your kids today. I spoke to everybody about division, and we kind of decided together that, let's see here, that in the scheme of things, adding and subtracting, those aren't too scary. People get right down to business when it comes to adding and subtracting. And multiplying, kids don't love it. But when it comes to division, oh my goodness, we got some problems. A lot of kids get scared. And today we talked about being chicken when it comes to division. And that's really going to be your key to solving this whole problem, being a big chicken when it comes to division. And so what we did was we made a decision. We decided that if you're going to be a chicken, if you're going to be scared of dividing fractions, might as well be the best chicken you can be. And that chicken would be KFC. Yes, sir, that would be Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you're going to be a chicken, be Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Real meal for $5. 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 Finger licking, finger licking, finger licking.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial, one of my favorites. Hey, let's see here. So, homework 310, I'm going to go over some of the odd problems because your homework tonight will be on this even side. And let's take a look at just a couple different problems. I'll give you an example of each kind, and then you can go from there. A 5/6, 5 divided by 6, so that would be a proper looking fraction, like 5/6. We'll do 33/30ths. This is more of an improper looking fraction. See, little over big, big over little. We'll look at 100 divided by 1/6. That would be a whole number divided by a fraction. Then we'll look at a fraction divided by a whole number. So we'll check out 4 examples. I'm going to show it to you on regular plain paper instead of graph paper, but what I want you to keep in mind is all that hard work you did last week with graph paper and with multiplying fractions and drawing your figures and highlighting a couple columns and then highlighting some rows and then figuring out where the intersections were. So keep all that in mind when you're dividing fractions, because we're not going to continue on with the pictures. They get a little complicated. Like right here, we don't want to draw 100 pizzas or 100 candy bars. We don't want to draw 33 candy bars. But in your mind, start just remembering this is what we're thinking about. So back to our acronym KFC. This really stands for keep, flip, change. That's the model you're going to use when you're dividing with a fraction. So, in other words, we're going to go to this quadrant number 1. We'll do 5/6. That would be 5 divided by 6. Actually, this is a fairly easy problem. This is just 5 divided by 6. One way to look at it with the Kentucky Fried Chicken method would be like we have 5 over 1 divided by 6 over 1. We talked about always turning a whole number into a fraction. And what we would do is keep this number, flip that number, and change this. What do I mean? Well, when I keep it, it's 5 over 1. When I flip it, it's 1 over 6, and change means multiply. That equals 5/6. I know it seems funny, like the answer to this is 5/6, but that's really what it works out to be. Knowing this KFC method, though, will come in handy when we get to tougher division problems. Okay, here's our second one, something a little harder. We said we're going to do 33 divided by 30. So 33 divided by 30. Let's keep in mind we're still in a fractions unit, so we're going to turn them both into fractions. And we're going to talk about our Kentucky Fried Chicken method. And so what we're going to do is we're going to keep this one, we're going to flip this one, change that. Keep, flip, change. So this would be 33 over 1. This would be 1 over 30, and this would be multiply. Now that we know it's a multiplication problem, we would just do 33 times 1 is 33, and 30 times 1 is 30, so it's 33 thirtieths. We know that this is improper, so it's 33 divided by 30. Alright, multiply, can't go in there. I still have 33. It goes in there once, with the remainder of 3. That equals 1 and 3 thirtieths. Now we could still simplify that when we do our 2, 3, 5, 7 self. You know, you're in trouble with the law, call 888, 8888. Well, we got to simplify. We do 2, 3, 5, 7 self. That was from a previous video. Anyway, I could divide them both by 3. That equals 1 and 1/10. So, kind of a roundabout way, we had to use our Kentucky Fried Chicken method because it's a fractions unit. Basically, this is what you would have done anyway in the beginning. Here's where the KFC comes in handy on our next problem. Yes, I know this is one of my longer videos. I had a rough weekend. Just felt like talking to somebody. I figured it might as well be you, my friends. You know, they say when you're having troubles and stuff, it's best to talk to your friends. So here we are, and you get to listen to me. So this is a long video to teach a easy concept. Here you go. I'll just keep filming. Next one would be number 7, which we said was 100 divided by 1/6. This one's a little harder. I don't want to make 100 candy bars. There's 3. And divide each of them into 6. And then talk about 6. That would be a lot of drawing. So what we'll do is we'll keep the Kentucky Fried Chicken method going. And remember, this is 100 over 1. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to flip it. And I'm going to change it. Basically, it comes down to 100 times 6. Here's where the KFC method really came in handy. That equals plain old 600, or 600 over 1. What it's saying is if you have 100 pizzas and you divide them each by a 6, like this here, there'd be 600 pieces. So here's where KFC really worked better. 100 divided by 1/6 is 600. Okay, our last slide messed that up. That's not the right problem. All right, let's do this here. Last one was, so 7 was a whole number divided by a fraction. 9 is a fraction divided by a whole number. Same process. 1/5 divided by 8. We'll do our Kentucky Fried Chicken model. So it's going to be a keep, flip, change. Finger licking, finger licking, finger licking good. Oh, keep, flip, change. So I'm going to keep this one. Remember, this is over 1. I'm going to flip this one. I'm going to change that one. So basically, it's a multiplication problem. 1 times 1 is 1. And 5 times 8 is, you know it. That's right, 40. 1/40th. How does that work out? Well, if you have 1/5 and you divide that up, here's what 1/5 would look like. You divide this up into 8ths, and you highlight one of them. Oh, that would be 1 out of 40. Big picture to draw. But now that you understand the pictures from our last lessons, this comes pretty easy. So, hopefully today's lesson helped out. Let me know. Feel free to comment. Please like this video if it was helpful. Give me comments. Let me know what else you want me making videos about. And keep working on math. You can do this.